Hey there, everybody. P. Pardo here from Comic Book Users. Welcome to another episode of Inside the Cover. We're going to go DC horror / mystery once again. And I do want to thank Scott Berry for hooking me up with this one as well. Same as the last episode. This is issue number 184 of The House of Mystery. Do you dare enter the House of Mystery from 1970? Cool cover there, as most of these do have very cool covers. So here we got a few stories here, and I always like these. When both Marvel and DC do, they give you like show you little images of upcoming issues, right? So here we got Binky, Sergeant Rock, Unexpected, and The Flash, right? So this is a story. Give you a little bit of a preview here on the first page about the story of Turner's Treasure, a little ancient Egypt type thing. So here we've got on the first page, you got this professor and his wife, who is out making a discovery in ancient Egypt, probably a discovery he should not make. So he's a professor. He's been working at the same job for many, many years. He's tired of his job. He's done with it. But he's done some research that leads him to believe that there's a treasure to be discovered. He knows exactly where it is out in Egypt. So he basically tells the university, he's like, I'm done. I'm leaving. The wife finds out. She's shocked, but you have such a good job, you had such a great career, and he's like, he's downplaying it all, but yeah, I made this discovery. We're going to go. You're my wife. You should go with me, and we will be rich beyond imagination. We'll never look back on this job or anything else ever again. So what do? They embark on this journey. Okay. And they find this tomb. He's able to, based on the research he's done, he finds exactly where it is, able to open it, and unearths all sorts of riches. And it's apparently the tomb of some kind of demon, right? So she sees all sorts of things kind of hovering over his head. He doesn't see anything. Well, he's just so like into the whole, look what I found, look what I found. There you can see the demon right there. So she's like, Paul, turn around. So, but he's not seeing or hearing anything, right? So eventually, the demon convinces him to do away with his wife because the wife is holding him back. He does that. Then he goes and he makes a deal, one of many deals for lots of the things that he found to get paid, right? Because these are all really, really valuable trinkets and things. So everybody who he comes into contact with, who buys one of these items, then is in ownership of the item, and they die a horrible death. So the rest of the story is him going and selling off everything, all the riches, for lots of cash. And like I said, every time someone comes in ownership of it, they get run over by a car, they get pushed off a cliff, this, that, or the other thing happens. So he's about to make the last... So now he's got all this money. He's been selling off everything. So he's about to, the last things he has are all these coins. So he finds like this guy who's willing to pay him all sorts of money for the coins. Kind of looks like a shady deal there, right? So they agree to meet up at 9 o'clock. And then, of course, the police show up. Because, of course, they've been keeping tabs on all these people who have been killed and the murders and everything like that. So he's like, no. He still has the coins, right? So he's trying to get away from the cops. They chase him all the way to like this pier. He's like, he hears them coming. He's hanging on. He falls off the pier into the water with the case containing all of the coins. And of course, he sinks to the bottom of the sea, drowns, and that's where his skeleton lies, still holding on to 30 pieces of silver, right? Because, of course, all of these riches are cursed, and anybody who breaks into the tomb and takes them is then cursed to die. So because those are the last things that he held on to, he actually, just like everybody else he sold the other stuff to, he dies as well. So moral of the story is, don't be stealing shit you shouldn't be, just for some cash, right? Because you never know what's tied to that stuff. All right, next story. The Eye of the Basilisk. So here we have our storyteller telling the story of this giant snake, the basilisk, and anybody who looks at the basilisk instantly dies. So here we've got these kind of like farmers, who have their cattle. The cattle look at the creature, they all die. all of the individuals, they die. So here you've got someone going, a soldier. He's a warrior. He's going to slay the basilisk. He gets close enough, but of course he looks at the basilisk. He dies. His horse dies. All right. Somehow we got to figure this all out, right? Says the king, the warriors. How do we do this? How do we do this? Will we be turned back again? Yes, indeed. Nothing works. Nothing's working there. But here we get some other unsuspecting guy who says, I think I know how we can kill the basilisk. So he comes, he's got this shield which acts as a mirror, and he goes out. Does that work either? That doesn't appear to work either. All right. So then finally this last guy's like, I think I have a way. So they let him go. He walks up to the basilisk. Nothing happens. He throws up the that shield, right, with the mirror. The basilisk instantly killed because he looks at his own reflection. So then he goes back as a hero, and they're wondering, how were you able to do this and nobody else? And then he says, well, it's because I've been blind since birth. So I can't look at anything, so that's why. So there you have it. And that's all there is in this one. This is kind of a short one. There are some there's kind of cool ads here though throughout this issue. Like reminds me of some of like those Hostess ads, but these are for other things. Like it's a bike ad and a couple others here. You got this. All sorts of cool stuff. And then what we got in the back of this issue. So then we got Flashback, the high-speed, non-stop racing set of cars that glow in the dark from Aurora. I guess I had a thing with Aurora there for a while. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's it. Inside the cover for House of Mystery number 184. Let us know what you think of this. Excuse me. Down in the comments below. And please subscribe if you haven't already. Click on that notification bell so you get alerted of all of our content as it posts. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Also, we got the link down below to the Sea of Tranquility merch page where you can get yourself a comic book geezer t-shirt as well as a coffee mug. So thanks in advance for checking that out. And let us know what you think of House of Mystery 184. We'll see you soon here with more stuff. You know, it's funny because doing all this horror stuff, October is coming. So I'm sure while Bill and I will be doing all sorts of spooky stuff for you in the month of Halloween. Horror and mystery books, because that's generally what we do every year in October. So stay tuned for that. But we still got the rest of September coming up. So we'll see you soon for more stuff. Till then, I'm Pete Pardo. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.